Yes, superstar. This video is going to be about the solar plex energy, your power center, which corresponds with self-confidence, self-esteem, productivity, consistency, commitment, and it deals with the ego mind as well. I'm going to be talking a lot about that in this video and how to transcend the ego mind. Very important stuff. Let's get started. Hey superstar, Gavin's here from Wake Up Fulfilled, and I help people heal their past, find their power, and live their truth. This video we're going to be talking about the solar plex ascension energies. We're going to be talking about some of the things that's going to help you ascend and transcend the ego mind and the solar plexus, because the solar plexus is under attack, and we want to transcend the thinking and belief systems that don't correspond with our truth. And in order to do that, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've learned on my journey. So the first thing that I want to share with you is that true confidence, true personal power is you transcending the ego. It's you transcending duality. It's you rising above and ascending your energy to the 5D and moving into the love aspect. When you're in a state of love, you are transcending the ego mind, and the ego mind corresponds with the solar plexus. The solar plexus is your power center, is your self-confidence. But the key with the solar plexus is you don't want to develop self-confidence mostly from the external world. Okay, you can use some external world stuff, but you want to be mostly using the internal, okay, internal self-confidence, the true power. And the way you can develop that is actually just by connecting with source, right? When your power, when your self-confidence comes from energy, when it comes from source, when it comes from a higher power, that's true confidence, that's true certainty. If you're walking around knowing that God has your back, that's true confidence, that's true power. Now, also, what you can do is you can also visualize yourself as the person you would like to be, as a calm, relaxed, and confident person, as a consistent person, as a person who is consistent, who is committed to their goals, dreams, and desires. And when you visualize yourself that way, now you're shifting your identity. You're shifting the way that you see yourself. You're shifting your own self-perception. And even better yet, you can visualize yourself being connected to source 100% of the time. And when you visualize this process, you start to embody the frequencies of a higher power. And when you embody the frequencies of a higher power, you're not concerned about what people think of you. You're not concerned about doing this job because your parents said that's the career path you need to go down. You're not concerned what people think in the way you are dressed. You're not concerned about how a social media picture looks. So we're under attack. We need to understand that the external forces are trying to dictate what self-confidence is. And we get lost in this idea that you need to look a certain way. This is what pretty is. This is what ugly is. This is what productive is. And this is what unproductive is. This is the job you should have. And this is the jobs you shouldn't have. This is the career path you should go down. This is the type of money you should be making, right? This is the type of boyfriend and girlfriend you should have. They need to look this way, they need to look that way. So even it goes to the point where people sometimes have kids based on wanting to feel some power, some love, right? To get validation from the external world. And what we want to do, especially with kids, is produce life through a sense of power and self-confidence, and wanting to bring someone into the world from a place of abundance where that child is now going to grow up in a way where they have personal power and they're going to create that legacy going down the line. So this is not just about you. This is actually about raising the vibration of the planet, raising the consciousness of the planet, and moving more into the 5D energy, moving more into your love, moving more into your light, and operating and functioning from that space. We are very, very powerful, but we are disconnected. We become disconnected every time we lean in our energy, when we lean in our power into the external world. You want to cultivate an energy, sort of like an aura around yourself, and protect it at all costs. You want to cultivate an energy around your heart. You want to cultivate an energy around your solar plexus. and you want to protect it at all costs, no matter what someone's opinions are of you, what someone says, or whatever it is, or even noticing that when you feel a little bit weaker through watching something on the internet or TV, or you're leaning into some sort of celebrity. Even you may be leaning into me right now in this video. Don't lean in. Come back to your center. Come back to yourself. Don't give your power. Never ever give away your power. Your power is all you have. Your energy is all you have. You want to take care of it. You want to protect it at all costs. You can give love, but do not give away your love. Right? There's a difference. Okay? When you give away your love, now you're becoming codependent. Now you're becoming codependent. When you give away your power, now you're becoming codependent. You're becoming codependent not only just on, people and relationships, but you're becoming codependent on material success. And in the next video, we're going to be talking about the root chakra, which deals with material success, deals with your path, deals with your career and stuff like this. And so make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss that video. So if you want that video, make sure you comment below, root chakra. Okay, so the solar plex energy, again, deals with your personal power. And a lot of us, what we need to do, one of the main things that we need to focus on is, number one, connecting with source, but also creating and visualizing consistency and commitment. Okay, consistency is one of the two keys to success. The first key to success is focus. You want to be focused on a goal, a dream, a desire. A lot of us know what our goals, dreams, and desires are. We know what we want. We know what we want to create. Some of us know what we're here to do. Some of us know our purpose. But the struggle, what people have, is creating consistency in that. All right? And in order to create consistency, you have to have sort of like a tunnel vision, because we have distractions. We have things like social media and people, and then sometimes, we meet roadblocks and stumbling blocks. We lose money, and then things don't work out the way it was, and we fail, right? And, we lose track, we get off track, and then we give up and whatever it is. And so we have to develop mental fortitude. And the mental fortitude and the mental resilience is going to create that consistency and stay on the train tracks towards what it is that you want. So that doesn't need to come from like this weird, fake strength and like discipline, like, I need to make it happen, focus, because now we're using our willpower, right? And the willpower is finite, all right? And that again goes back to the solar plex energy. And what we want to do is actually we want to function from our emotion. Okay, when we are operating from emotion, we're not using willpower. So what we need to do is connect to our goals, dreams, and desires in a way where it's coming from our emotion. And that's why I'm saying to visualize consistency. See yourself enjoying the process. A lot of us are trying to take action towards our goals, our dreams, and desires based on trying to get to some external thing. So you're here and you're trying to get here, but you're not enjoying the process to get here. All right? And so that's why it's easy to fall off track. What if you was addicted to the process? What if you was addicted to the actual steps that you're taking towards doing it? If you become addicted, or you like the process, or you enjoy the process of what it is that you're doing, now it's like you can't help but do it. Right? You enjoy it, you like it. And so because you enjoy it and you like it, now you're going to take more action. The action's not coming from willpower and go and push and hustle. It's coming from a place of power rather than from a place of force. And there's a really good book called Power versus Force. And that book talks to you and teaches you when you're in your power and when you're in your weakness. And I always teach people you need to be in a sense of abundance rather than coming from a place of lack. Willpower is lack. Willpower is finite. You can only use it for so long, right? To keep discipline, to build a habit and stuff like this. So when it comes to building habits, being more consistent, being more committed, you have to find a way to do it which corresponds with your personality type, which is in alignment with your truth. Whenever there's resistance and you're pushing, sometimes it can be subconscious, limiting beliefs and energy blocks and stuff like this. But for a lot of people, it's just about doing things in a way which is in alignment with who you are. So the next thing that we need to work on in terms of our solar plexus is actually committing, right? Committing, because again, that comes back to the focus. So focus and consistency. Focus requires commitment. So when you are focused on something, you need to be completely committed to that particular outcome, no matter what. Again, about putting those blinders on, and no matter what, I'm going to make this happen. Years ago, when I first started my online business, I committed to 50 years. I literally said it to myself over and over. I'm committed to doing this for 50 years. At the time, I was in a totally different mindset. I grew up in a really rough neighborhood, and my mindset and psychology wasn't even aligned with taking action. Like I was facing so much, limiting beliefs and resistance and procrastination. I would literally sit for hours in front of the computer, because I used to work from the computer to make my business happen and stuff like this, and try and force myself to get something done. I always just sit behind the computer and try and push and force myself to do it. And I couldn't do it. I didn't understand why I couldn't get myself to do the simplest thing, like typing, And so I had huge blocks around I didn't have blocks around committing necessarily, but I had huge blocks around taking action. And then that deals with the solar plex energy. And so that's when I started learning about the subconscious mind. And then eventually I started learning about energy. So what we need to understand is that a lot of teachers, they teach just subconscious mind. Now, my Liberating-U program, we teach way more than the subconscious mind. Okay? Because the top of the pyramid is energy. If you think about it, when you really look at it, we are made of energy. Everything is energy. Everything surrounding me right now is energy, right? So if you master energy, you master your life. So energy is the top level, okay? And then the second level that like I've been teaching you in this video is actually visualization. And that deals with your identity. So the top level, again, is energy. The second level is your identity, the way you perceive yourself, okay? The next level is your values, okay? Your values is the way you perceive reality, okay? Your perceptions of the external reality usually. The next level is your beliefs. And this is what most people teach you how to do. Beliefs. Beliefs is nothing compared to values, identity, and energy, okay? The next level after that, after your beliefs, is your thoughts and your emotions. So a lot of law of attraction teachings and stuff like this, whilst it gets you, you can get to certain goals sometimes and manifest certain things, but a lot of it's just beliefs and emotions and thoughts. This is the bottom of the pyramid. This is the basic stuff. This is the kindergarten level law of attraction, manifesting, aligning with your reality sort of thing. And so what we want to do is we want to work on our energy so that we're functioning from 5D. We're functioning from abundance. We're releasing all energy blocks that we may have, right? We're releasing all of those. And then the next level is dealing with the identity. Like I've been saying in this video, is visualizing yourself being consistent, taking those actions, being more committed, right? Having that self-confidence, connecting to source, right? And when you're operating from that space and you're changing your identity, you're changing your energy, guess what? The other stuff starts to change. Your values start to change. Your belief systems start to change. You start to operate differently. You start to have different behaviors and attitudes towards life. And then that leads to naturally having those thoughts and emotions that correspond with the timeline that is most preferred to you. So the law of attraction and manifesting is simply about moving into the timeline that you prefer. Simply operating and adjusting your own energy to the timeline you prefer. Because you are still watching this video right now. We're at 14 minutes and 19 seconds, right? You're still watching this right now because this is important to you, right? And if it wasn't important to you, that's because of your identity. That's because of your values. That's because of your energy, all right? And so if it wasn't important to you, you'd be on a different timeline, maybe watching Netflix right now instead. You see how that works? And so when you actually shift your identity to align with $1 million, your energy to align with $1 million, just a random example, or a relationship, you know, love, twin flame, whatever it is, when you set your energy in that way, that's the way you are set, that's your default. Now you're going to be on the timeline that aligns with that automatically. You're not forcing, you're not using will, right? You're not using this force and fake solar plex energy, ego-based solar plex energy, right? You're working from a place inside out, right? And also, if you're connecting with source, what I do in the morning when I wake up, connect me to source, connect me to source, connect me to source. I want to operate through my day with source, right? I don't want to work without source. I want to work with the energies, right? I want to co-create, right? So when you wake up, do that. And then operate from a place of internal power rather than external power. And your whole reality will shift. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an extended version of this video where I'm going to be providing some healings around consistency and commitment and clearing all energy blocks out for you. All right. So that you can become more consistent, overcome procrastination, right? Have that sense of personal power that comes from within, clearing any blocks that's stopping you from connecting to source, right? Fully and completely, and creating a very, clearing the path so that you can create a very powerful identity so that when you do visualize, the visualization actually works and becomes a part of who you are. So if you'd like that, then click the link in the description and get the extended version of this video where I'm going to be providing energy healing for you and clearing all your blocks. Make sure you click the subscribe button also and click the notification bell, because the next video is going to be about the root chakra and shifting any false beliefs around the root chakra and understanding how to operate in this reality so that you have an empowered root chakra rather than a disempowering root chakra. So click the notification bell and I'll speak to you in the next video. Peace.